Hey, what's up, guys? Before we start today, go ahead and take 2 seconds, and I mean it, 2 seconds. Go ahead and smash that like button for me, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I would really appreciate it. That helps me out a lot. All right, today we're going to be talking about Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. As always, we'll start with the facts, and then we'll talk about what the Ravens are going to have to face, and then what Lamar Jackson's going to face or have to face. All right. All right, let's jump right into it. Lamar B. F. and Jackson. He's a bad man, and we all know it. In 2019, he was the MVP of the league. He took over the league. He was just electrifying, just doing things that we haven't seen in a long, long time. And guess what? This year so far, it's been 4 games, and he's doing the same thing, but on a whole different level. Like, he's taken over. He is going to break records this year if he continues on the track that he is right now. Like, honestly, he's playing better than he did when he won the MVP in 2019, right? This summer, he was in negotiations for a new contract with the Baltimore Ravens. And it happens sometime. They could not agree to a new contract. That happens sometime. Part of the reason was obviously he wanted more money, and the Ravens didn't want to pay him, and we'll get into that. And I want you guys to think about when we get into the face it phase, whether or not you think he deserves more money or not, or should he just take whatever the Baltimore Ravens give him. So let's get some facts in here, okay? Top guaranteed money, okay? The top 10 players getting the most money, quarterbacks. Number one, Deshaun Watson, $230 million. Kyler Murray, $189.5 million. Russell Wilson, $165 million. Aaron Rodgers, $150.8 million. Josh Allen, $150 million. Patrick Mahomes, $141.5 million. Matthew Stafford, $130 million. Dak Prescott, $126 million. Jared Goff, $110 million. Carson Wentz, $108 million. Sheesh. All right. Now, I don't have time to get into whether or not you think, is Lamar Jackson better than some of these quarterbacks or you know what? Actually, we're going to do it. Forget it. We'll go through it really, really quick because you know what? I think it's important. Is Lamar Jackson better than some of these players? Some of these players don't even have MVPs on their belt, right? Let's jump into it. Is Lamar Jackson better than some of these players? Deshaun Watson, yes. Kyler Murray, yes. Russell Wilson, yes. Aaron Rodgers, no. Josh Allen, could be argued, but I'll say no. Patrick Mahomes, no. Matthew Stafford, yes. Dak Prescott, yes. Jared Goff, yes. Carson Wentz, yes. So, more than half of the players on that top 10 list, he's better than. But yet, could not make an agreement with the Baltimore Ravens, right? All right. I don't know. One game this year versus the Miami Dolphins, Lamar B. Jackson was just going off. That some of his peers that don't even play football started tweeting about how great he is and how he should be paid, right? And some of their tweets, we'll read them and put them up. Kevin Durant, number 8 has gone to another level. That's 4 TDs and counting. He ended up having 5 touchdowns, 4 in the air, 1 on the ground. James Harden, pay that man. My boy John Morant, pay Lamar right now. Not after the game, not after the season, right now. And then, I don't care, still pay Lamar. They end up losing that game. Definitely not because of Lamar. The defense has been playing like trash. So many other players like Von Miller and Josh Allen have been saying Lamar Jackson should be paid. So I'm a little confused as to why the Baltimore Ravens could not come to agreement with Lamar Jackson. And by the way, some more facts. Lamar Jackson is representing himself, right? He doesn't have an agent. He does this all by himself, right? He negotiates this by himself. Shout out to him doing that. Not too many players can or do stuff like that. Like, he's a quarterback and he's up there in all these rushing accolades. Like, if I was a running back, I would be like, can you just throw the ball and let me run? Like, you're taking away stats from me. Like, please. Like, seriously, like he's doing 2 jobs. He's throwing and he's running. That's just crazy. All right, it's that time. Let's face it. Baltimore Ravens, you messed up. You messed up big time. You should have paid this man. You should have paid him big time. Now, there's reports that, yeah, maybe you guys gave him a big contract and he didn't agree to it. There's some numbers floating around, and I ain't put that in to the facts because they're not facts, but there's some numbers being floated around. But it was not anything fully guaranteed to what Deshaun Watson got, which was 230 million. I don't understand why you would not just pay him what he wanted. There's only a handful of players in the league who could command exactly what they want, right? And I'll name some of them: Tom Brady, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, and I might have missed one or two, but the other one is Lamar B. effing Jackson. 230 million is going to be really cheap for what he's going to be worth next year or the year after. And if you franchise him, you're just making it worse because he's going to be worth so much more. 230 million ain't nothing to what you're going to have to pay him next year. And if I'm Lamar Jackson, man, face it, I would probably want out if they don't give you what you want. Right now, your stock is going up and up and up every single game. Even if you get hurt, there's been reports. My man Ed Reed came out and said, no, well, Baltimore Ravens is a business. Well, guess who else is a business? You are, Lamar. You're a business too. And you have every right to ask for what you want. Like I just said, there's only a few players who could command what they want, and Lamar Jackson is one of them, right? He's that good of a player. I just gave you guys the stats. This man throws the ball as well as run the ball, and he's up there in both of those stats as far as running and throwing. Like, he's that good of a player. He's allowed to command that type of money. Now, Baltimore Ravens will say, yeah, but we gave him what he wanted. You gave him a good contract, but it wasn't what he wanted, because if you gave him what he wanted, he would have signed on the dotted line. What you should do right now is, what time is it? It's 3:46 in the morning on the East Coast. You don't feel like driving, go ahead and order an Uber XL, get all the executives in the car, drive down to his house, call him, text him, say, Lamar, we coming down. We got you. Here's the contract. If you don't give him the contract right now, I know teams usually don't negotiate during the season. Well, y'all better. Y'all should. Because if y'all don't, 230 million ain't nothing. I'm telling you right now. You're going to end up paying Lamar Jackson 450, 500 million. It's going to be bad. And if I'm Lamar Jackson, imagine if he asks for a trade. Then what? But you're not going to trade him? Do you know how hard it is when a player doesn't want to be there? How hard that is? Like, just pay the man what he wants. Now, I know there's another side to the story. There's always the other side, and I'll give it to you. The other side's going to say, well, if you pay him all this money, we're not going to be able to get other free agents, and we won't be able to build a good team because, all the money's tied up in Lamar Jackson. Miss me with all that. That's what you get paid for as a GM and front office executives. Figure it out. That's not his issue or his problem. Tom Brady did it for multiple years and went to Super Bowls after Super Bowls after Super Bowls and after Super Bowls. Like, figure it out. He's done everything right. He doesn't get in trouble. He's been the ultimate team player. Like, on that end of everything, there's no issues there. So I'm confused to why you're not giving him exactly what he wants. There's only a few players who could command what they want, and he is one of them. It's another thing if this is just a, wide receiver or running back who just, no, I want this money. And they're trying to negotiate a little hard. Lamar Jackson should be the highest paid player in the NFL. He should have everything fully guaranteed. It's just based on the market. It's not like Lamar just coming up with just crazy numbers. Deshaun Jackson, who's not even playing right now, who had so many legal issues and may have continued legal issues for the rest of his career, he has $230 million guaranteed. I'm going to say that one more time. $230 million guaranteed. And he's not even playing. So why can't Lamar Jackson, who was the MVP, by the way, in 2019 and is playing like an MVP right now, by the way, why can't he get that or more? I'm confused. Please help me understand that. Lamar Jackson, keep playing, keep balling. Baltimore Ravens, y'all better pay him now, because if you don't, it's going to get worse. Okay? That's all I got to say. I love you guys. Stay safe out there. Buckets, cookies, all day, every day, 24/7. Don't forget to like, subscribe, smash that like button.